So a function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. What does it mean? It means that once we declared or defined a function, it's not that they will immediately get executed, like they will wait until we manually call those functions in a program, and then whatever code is written inside the function, they will get executed. Functions are derived data types, so we can change its name, like we can give them any name we want. So let's see that function declaration and definition, how to declare and define a function. To declare a function, first we have to identify its type, like what type of function it's, like what will be the return type of this function, like it will be integer, char, or whatever. So here we will write the type of function and then name of the function, and then here inside the body of the function, which we can also call the definition of the function, we can write the executable code here, like whatever we want our program to print or execute. So it will comes here. Then in the main function, we will call our function by its own name that we have declared here. So after that, it will get executed. And here is an example. Let's see the example of function. So since my function don't have any return type, so I have write void, like means this is null. Void, it's a type of function, and the name of function is my function, and this is the executable code, like this is the body of the function. What will this function do? So here I have write a message, like in cout anything means you can write anything here. I have just written a message. And in main function, we have called our function by its own name, which is my function. So once we execute our program, the program will print this anything message on the computer screen. So what is function declaration and what is definition? So declaration, in declaration part comes the type of the function and its name. So it belongs to the declaration of the function. And in definition, the body of the function, whatever code we write inside that function, it is the body, or we can also call it the definition of the function. And the function call, once we call that function to get executed, like we can call it anywhere. There is something you have to keep in mind, that we cannot declare a function after the main body of this program, because the compiler will first check the lines before the main, and then it will check the main, and if it doesn't find any declaration of function, so it will stop and show us an error. So that's why we have to declare our function before the main. And the definition of the function, it can happen anywhere, like before main, inside the main, after the main, it's not a big deal, but declaration must be before the main. And one thing more, you have to keep in mind that as I said, that functions are not executable after they are created or declared until we call these functions manually. So this is something really important, like if we declared a function or we defined a function and we haven't called that function in our program, so obviously the code that we have written inside that function, it's just waste of time, like it will not be executed. So to execute our code, we have to, like, we must call that function, like we can call it anywhere in the program, but calling it is something necessary. Like we have to do it manually. The program is not going to do it for us. We have to write the function name and then parenthesis and whatever. We can also call data with functions like as a parameter here inside this bracket, but in this video we will just see the concept of functions, how functions work, and how to declare and define the functions. And for the parameter or passing a data in a function as a parameter, we will have a separate video. So now the definition is clear, so let's jump to the implementation of functions. So this is our IDE, Dev C++. Here we will write our code for the function. So let's start. So first I have to write the type of function. I have to white because it's null, don't have any return type. And the name of function here, I will just simply write function with capital F. So here is the body of our function. Here we will write our code. So I will take user's age as a user input. Like I will first print a message. Let's print a message so it will be clear to you. Enter your age. And so to take user age, we must have a variable to store that age into it. So let's declare a variable of type integer with the name of age, and then cn age. Now let's print out the data that user will enter in this variable age. Your age is age. So our function is declared and defined. Now it's time to call our function in main body. We will, as we know that we can call a function by its own specific name, like this function. Here we will write function parentheses and semicolon. Let's save this program, execute it, compile and run, and let's see what it prints. So here we can see that it has printed a message, enter your age, which we have declared in the body of function. So let's write our age, which is 23. When we press enter, it will automatically show that next message that we have written here in this function definition. So see, your age is 23. It's showing the exact data which I have entered 23, because here after this message your age is, I have mentioned this variable age. So the compiler will automatically understand that after this message I have to print the data that user have entered in this variable. So this is how our function works, and this is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to our channel, and if you learned something from this video, please like the video.